Alright, we got the 15th fastest car in the world 2023.
Very fast. But you'll be surprised by how many cars you can buy right now that can go even faster than
Really?
that. I've put together a list of the fastest cars
Maserati
every
is definitely
manufacturer
not one
can
of them.
all do
This
more
one either.
than
Is
200
that
miles
Audi
an
Air
hour.
8?
This is a crazy list. There are cars with naturally aspirated V12s. There are twin turbo V8s. There are electric cars. There are hybrids.
McLaren.
There's even a crazy
God.
four-seater that only has a three-cylinder engine, but it's still one of the fastest cars ever made.
What the
And I'm going to
fuck?
tell you everything you need to know about these cars because I'm Matt Watson.
Okay, you
And
got
you're
my
watching
attention
Car
now.
Wow. Buy, sell.
I think Tesla is ended. Nah, really? Is it?
Before we get into this list, I need to tell you a few cars that I haven't included. Firstly, the Tesla Model
Well,
S Plaid.
Okay.
Tesla says this car can hit 200 miles an hour. It even advertises this fact on the Tesla configurator. But if you buy one, it comes with a 175 miles an hour speed limiter. What's all that about? Another car I haven't included is the Pagani Utopia. This all-new hypercar has a twin-turbo V12 with 864 horsepower, and the whole car
Damn.
weighs less than 1,300 kilograms, so you can bet it'll do more than 200 miles an hour. But Pagani hasn't quoted an official top speed, so it can't go on this list. Well, not yet, anyway. This means the first 200 miles an hour capable car on this list is a
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini. But it's not an Aventador. Yes, the Aventador Ultimate will hit 220 miles an hour, but Lamborghini has sold the very last one and it won't build any more. This means that the
Oh.
fastest Lamborghini that's on sale right now is a standard Huracan Evo. This car has a
My
natural
boy still
aspirated
standard, like
5.2
something that
litre
anybody
V10
could go
with
in the street and buy.
640 horsepower, and according
Man,
to Lamborghini, it'll do
I gotta stole
more
my
than
soul if I want to buy something like
202
this.
miles an hour. That's a smidge quicker than the hardcore Huracan Technica. That car tops out bang on 202 miles an hour. Next on this list are the fastest cars from Dodge and Maserati.
Whoa.
Grammarly now uses AI to
Yo,
help you
thinking
write,
about it, I really
not
want to
just
buy a
revise.
Dodge
Type
Charger,
prompts
like a
and generate
RT or Hellcat.
Dodge's quickest car
Yeah,
are the
this
Charger Hellcat
is exactly the car I want to buy. Like, this is exactly. I mean, I don't have my driving license right now. I'm starting in November, but by next year in 2024, I'm thinking I'm gonna buy something like this, but all black, but not this black, like black, but like dark as fuck, like way blacker than me. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy black. You know what I'm saying, bro? But way darker than this though. I don't know what it's called. That thing is like black carbon or something. But I think y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Like we have that thing in
Red
GTA
Eye
5 and
wide
shit,
body,
but it's black
and the
but
Challenger
really
Hellcat Red
dark.
Eye wide body. These come with supercharged 6.2 litre
Dodge,
V8s that
Dodge
pump
Charger
out
is something that I'm getting, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm
797
definitely
horsepower.
gonna
And they'll
get it.
both hit 203 miles
Maybe
an
not
hour.
a 2023 or
Maserati's fastest car
2022, but
also
I'm
maxes out
definitely
at
gonna
203
get
miles
one
an
though.
hour. But it isn't the MC20 sports car, it's the Quattroporte Trofeo. This has a twin-turbo 3.8 litre V8 with 580 horsepower. That's 217 horsepower less than the Dodge Challenger and Charger. But the Maserati has the same top speed as those cars. I guess Italian horsepower is a bit more athletic than American horsepower. If you fancy any of these cars, you better act quickly. Dodge will stop building the Charger and Challenger this year, and Maserati doesn't have any plans to sell the Quattroporte Trofeo in 2024. Another car that will disappear soon
Wait.
is the Audi R8.
They
It
stopped
plays
building
the same
Chargers,
chassis
right?
as
But
the
you still
Lamborghini
can buy
Huracan, but
the
actually
latest,
power
right?
at
Like the
top
one
from the
2023
same
and shit, right?
5.2 litre
Don't tell me
engine.
no. There's no
Performance
fucking
versions
way.
come
You
with
can. They still.
620 horsepower, which is 20 horsepower
No,
less than
they're
the
actually gonna
Huracan
stop
Evo.
building
But
them.
despite this, the R8 is
So
still
you
faster
mean-
than that car. Audi says the V10 Performance
Damn, I'm
Coupe
fucked.
with Quattro all-wheel drive will hit
maybe fucked.
205 miles an hour.
Oh
That's
no.
3 miles an hour
Maybe I'm
more than the
fucked.
fastest Huracan. Because I'm
I
assuming
can always
that
just buy someone
more than
that get
202
it.
miles
Doesn't
an hour
want it
in
anymore.
Lamborghini speak means 202.1 miles an hour. Anyway, the R8 also has the same top speed as McLaren's fastest car. You can't buy a Senna nor a Speedtail anymore. They're both sold out. And the same goes for the limited run 765 LT Coupe and Spider. McLaren has just stopped taking orders for the 720S too. The GT is still on sale, but that car runs out of puff at 204 miles an hour. And that leaves the new Artura as the fastest McLaren you can buy. This new hybrid has a 3 litre twin turbo
That's my
V6
favorite
and an
McLaren right
electric
there.
motor to produce a combined.
I think this was the one in GTA 5. I
Max it
think.
out and you'll be doing 205
With the thing on the
miles
back
an hour.
going
The
up when
Audi
you're
R8
going
and the
fast.
Power Artura
Yeah,
are
that's
the
that
only
shit. That
cars
car,
you can
that
buy
McLaren
that
is
will hit
sexy.
that
By the way, that's my
speed.
favorite car.
There's also the new
McLaren is
Lucid
actually my
Air
favorite
Sapphire.
car. My
This
dream
electric
car as
saloon
well.
has 3 motors like the Tesla Model S Plaid, but it cranks out
Might
a
be dead before I get it,
supercar-crushing
but you know.
1,200 horsepower. Best of all, its top speed isn't limited like the Tesla's is. And Lucid says the car is good for 205 miles an hour. Next up on this list is Bentley. The
What?
massive flying
Bentley's
spur
fast?
speed comes with a 6-litre twin-turbo W12 engine
What the
that pumps
fuck?
out 635 horsepower
Ah, no
and is
idea.
capable of 207 miles an hour. But the lighter Continental GT Speed has a 660 horsepower version of the same engine, and it manages to edge just ahead with a top speed of 208 miles an hour. Bentley isn't the only British car maker with a need for speed. The Aston Martin
Okay.
DB11 AMR will also crack 208 miles an
Aston
hour.
Martin?
But what about the Aston Martin DBS Superleggera? Isn't that surely faster? Well, that car will hit 211 miles an hour thanks to its 725 horsepower version of the DB11's twin-turbo V12. But Aston Martin has just waited by
Nah, that car is sexy, bro. I swear to God, if next year in 2024 I cannot buy
is already sold out. It's the same story
fucking
with the
Dodge
F1
Charger, I'm gonna
inspired
be
Valkyrie
pissed, bro.
hypercar.
Because it
That's
mean I'm
supposed to be
gonna have to
capable
go
of more
buy
than
to someone
250 miles an hour,
a second-hand
but
car
all
to
the coupe
someone.
and convertible
Even buying a
versions of
second-hand
the
car is not
Valkyrie
why
are
I'm mad.
completely
Just the
sold
fact
out.
that if they're
The
not
fastest
building them
Ferrari of
anymore,
recent years
the
is
price gonna
SP3
go up for those who are
Daytona.
trying to sell
That'll
them.
hit more than 211 miles an hour. But once again, you can't actually buy it. This exclusive Ferrari was
Ooh.
sold out even before it was revealed. Typical. The Ferrari 296 GTB and GTS will both
I've seen some
manage
people
more
with
than
that car.
205 miles an hour, but the SF90 Stradale is even faster. This uses a twin-turbo 4-litre V8 and 3 electric motors to make a combined 1,000 horsepower, and it'll top out at exactly 211 miles an hour. You can also get it as a convertible, and that has exactly the same top speed as well, so long as you keep the roof up. Next on this list would be the Ford GT. That car can manage 216 miles an hour, all thanks to its lightweight chassis and 656 horsepower 3.5-litre twin-turbo V6. But Ford has just sold the very last LM Special Edition.
What's going on with all those cars, bro? They
And it doesn't
just
plan
they
to
just
make any more. And
they're
if
not
you
making
can't buy
none
it,
of
then
them
it can't
anymore,
go on
bro. They're
this
just doing
list.
electric car
Right?
by now, bro.
The
It's
same goes
crazy.
for the Gordon Murray Automotive T50. This modern interpretation of the iconic McLaren F1 is very fast. It'll
Modern
do
McLaren.
217
Ooh,
miles an hour.
damn,
But
look at
all
that bag,
100
though.
cars have been
Damn.
accounted for. Another car that can hit 217 miles an hour is the Pininfarina Battista. Instead of a roaring, naturally aspirated
Battista.
V12 like the
Never heard of that
T50,
name.
this comes with the
That car
battery
is sexy,
4 electric
though.
motors that make 1,900.
It look good. It look be like a Ferrari.
Unfortunately, Pininfarina has already sold every car
Of
it managed
course,
to
I'm
make.
not surprised.
But the motors and batteries in the Battista actually come from another
No,
car
it's not like I
maker,
can buy
and
them
that firm
anyway.
makes electric hypercars that go even faster than this. Best of all, you can still buy one of their cars.
Where's it blurred?
And I'll tell you about that a bit later in this video. You can probably guess what it is. It's not a Lotus. You see, even though the 2,000 horsepower Lotus Evija can do 280 miles an hour,
218?
come on this list. Lotus.
They actually
once
have-
again,
I think Lotus
they've already
has two
sold
new
more than
cars, right?
130
Is it
cars.
this?
It's going to bill for around £2 million.
I think it's
each.
this, because
But
I-
what about the AMG
I react to
One?
Mark
That
Brawley
290
with
mile an hour
doing
hybrid
in a
is the
car. It
fastest
was a
Mercedes
Lotus, I
around,
think.
but it's
It
been
was
delayed so
electric.
many
I think it was
times, there must still
electric.
be some for
Yeah, it
sale,
was
right?
electric.
Nah, wrong.
But it was still a
Even though it was
prototype, though.
revealed almost 6 years ago, Mercedes has easily flogged all 275 of these road-going F1 cars for around £2 million each.
The F1
The
cars,
fastest
though.
Mercedes you can actually buy is the AMG GT 63S
Oh,
four-door.
really?
The standard version and the e-Performance hybrid will both do 196 miles an hour. But remember, that is not fast enough to go on this list. So where does that leave us? Well, don't worry, there are still plenty of cars on sale that are much faster than those AMGs.
Like what?
Avec des caractéristiques de pointe comme le volant chauffant, le Kia Sportage prend soin de vous. Achetez le vôtre aujourd'hui. Kia, du mouvement vient l'inspiration.
As an entrepreneur, as a creator, I'm 24/7 on the go all the time.
Like this. It's called the Aspark Owl. This Japanese hypercar comes with 4 electric
There's actually
motors
a
like
lot
the
of
Battista,
supercars,
but it makes
bro.
2,000
They're going fast, but it's just not
that makes it one of
type
the
of
most
car that
powerful
you're gonna
road
see in the
cars ever
streets.
made. It's also one of the lowest cars ever built. It's only 99 centimeters tall. This
Doesn't
low
like
drag
the
design
build.
means it can hit a whopping 249 miles an hour. Aspark is only going to build 50 of these cars, and they'll cost more than £2.5 million each. That's enough to make your head spin. Bit like an owl, I guess. Most cars that can do more than 200 miles an hour are two-seaters.
Koenigsegg, yeah,
Not this next one.
it's pretty car.
It's the
It's a nice car as
Koenigsegg
well.
Gemera. This bonkers hybrid is the fastest Koenigsegg you can actually buy. All versions of the Jesko are sold out, including the Absolute, which is supposed to do more than 300 miles an hour. The limited edition CC850 is also unavailable. The car sold out so quickly that Koenigsegg had to expand the original production run from 50 to 70 cars just to make sure some loyal customers didn't miss out. Anyway, you can still buy the Gemera if you have £1.4 million lying around. And this car is unlike anything else on my list. It uses an electric motor and a tiny 2-litre turbocharged 3-cylinder engine. This features Koenigsegg's new free valve technology, which means it has no camshafts at all. It cranks out 600 horsepower and sends all this power to the front wheels. The rear wheels are driven separately by a 500 horsepower electric motor on each side.
That's
this
a
system
monster.
produces a total of 1700 horsepower,
Oh, that car
which
is
is
sexy,
enough
bro.
to blast the
Holy shit,
Gemera
Koenigsegg
to
is
more
nice,
than
man.
249 miles an hour. Not
Haven't
bad
seen one
for
in
a
outside, but-
three-cylinder hybrid. The next car on this list is the Singer 21C.
Singer.
This single-seater hypercar was designed to smash lap records, but it's also incredibly fast in a straight line. It's made using ultra-lightweight 3D printed parts and only has one seat. Its tiny 2.9-litre twin-turbo V8 comes with 2 electric motors that produce a total of 1,350 horsepower. Singer says this car will hit 253
Singer.
miles an hour, but it's also working on a more aerodynamic version called the 21C V-Max. This car has carbon wheel
Carbon.
covers and
Yep.
a longer tail to reduce drag. So
A lot of cars
even
doing
faster.
building their
You might not have
a lot-
heard of the Singer, but
They're
you
all
definitely
building
know
the
the
car
next
with
car on
carbons
this list.
now.
It's the
A
Rimac
lot of them.
Nevera. Rimac sells its motors and batteries to Pininfarina to build the
Ooh,
Battista,
you look
but
good,
it made
too.
sure the Nevera is more powerful and even faster than that car. Its 4 motors produce 1,914 horsepower and help blast the Nevera to a top speed of 256 miles an hour. That makes it the fastest electric production car ever. Rimac CEO Mate Rimac also runs another car company, Bugatti. But where's Bugatti on this list? After all, the standard Chiron will hit
Is Bugatti- I don't think
261
Bugatti is
miles
here.
an hour. Well, once again, you can't
actually,
actually
yeah,
buy a
maybe.
Bugatti at the moment. The Chiron production run is completely sold out, and
Oh.
so are all the special editions. That includes the Trackspec Devo, the Retro Cento Dieci, the
Damn.
Mistral Roadster, the Bolide, and the Supersport. There is another way to get hold of a new Bugatti, but it's very expensive. You just have to order a completely bespoke car like the unique Voiture Noire. There's just one problem. That car costs more than £10 million, and that's before tax. But
Holy
what if you
fuck.
don't have an 8-figure sum in your bank account? What are the fastest cars you can actually buy right now? Well, it's a toss-up between 2 cars from Hennessy and SSC. These American brands have been working on their own Bugatti rivals for years. And they both claim their cars will do more than 300 miles an hour. These aren't fancy 4-wheel drive hypercars. They're old school hot rods
They all look
with
like F1
twin turbo
cars.
V8 engines and rear wheel drive. The Hennessy Venom F5 has a 6.6 litre twin turbo V8 with 1,817 horsepower. It recently clocked up a speed of 271.6 miles an hour. The F1 Venom Coupe is technically sold out like the Chiron, but Hennessy will sell you a Roadster that's supposed to have the same top speed as the standard car. But what about SSC? Its fastest car is called the Tuatara. It has a 5.9 litre twin-turbo V8 with 1,750 horsepower. But even though it has a smaller engine with less power than the Hennessy, it's actually supposed to be faster. The SSC managed to hit 295 miles an hour on the same runway that Hennessy used to test the F5 Venom. That means the SSC Tuatara is the fastest car you can actually buy new right now. But don't expect these cars to be available for long. You can bet there are loads of rich buyers just waiting to see which of those 2 cars will hit 300 miles an hour first before they decide which one to buy. I hope you'll enjoy the video. If you did, give it a like.
Damn.
Let me know how many cars do you think I've missed.
I know
on
this many cars. Damn, bro. Some of those. Damn, 300 miles off. Damn, bro. Those are cars I can't even dream about having, bro.